Hello, everyone, and welcome to Samantha Whispers. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video than I normally do, but it's a really exciting and really special video. So today I'm going to be doing some relaxing coloring in a coloring book, of course, but no, not just any coloring book. This coloring book is an ASMR coloring book. This is really cool. So this coloring book is called Please Wear Headphones, the ASMR Guide and Coloring Book by Sean Martinez. And I actually got sent this book for free, so this isn't a sponsored video, but this is basically my first ever free PR I've been sent for my ASMR channel, which is super cool. So I actually got in contact with the author through the ASMR Reddit page, which is super cool. Thank you, Sean, and the publisher for sending this book over to me. I'm really excited to use it. But this coloring book is super cool. So this coloring book is not your average coloring book. It's basically a coloring book that integrates ASMR with it. If you're completely new to ASMR, you're like, what the heck is ASMR? And you're not really super familiar with all of the different ASMR triggers, I definitely think you'll enjoy this book. Basically, a big part of this coloring book is basically helping you discover ASMR triggers you like. And then also, if you already enjoy ASMR and you're very familiar with it, I think you'll enjoy this book as well. So as you can see, it does a really good job explaining at the beginning what ASMR is like. I don't know if you can really see what I'm holding up here, so if I'm technologically advanced, I will include some additional footage so you can see some of the pages a little bit better. But basically how it works is that there's different sections for different ASMR triggers and different ASMR sounds. So for example, this first trigger is rain, which is part of the first section. The first section kind of has to do with more like rain and snow and weather and nature sounds. But how it works, so this is sort of like the intro page. And so what you do is you scan this QR code here, and it actually takes you to a YouTube playlist full of different ASMR videos and recordings that you listen to while you're coloring through the section. So like here's additional pages for the rain section. And then what's also cool is once you've done the coloring, obviously go at your own pace. Once you've kind of listened to some of the videos in the playlist they have here, you can actually rate up here for each of the different triggers, which one you liked the best. And then you can also take notes on which were some of your favorite ASMR artists and stuff like that, because in the playlist, let me tell you, they've definitely got some ASMR artists that we all know and love, but then also just like some random, especially with the rain noises. They've got hours long, random rain playlists and stuff as well. So they've got, the no-namer ASMR videos, but also, ASMR artists that we all know and love. But I'm just kind of going to peruse here and tell you what else they have in here. So they've got different materials, they've got paper, they've got an ear massage, they've got mic brushing. I know they have they've got tapping, they've got sipping sounds. So, again, if you're completely new and let's say you might enjoy the eating ASMR and stuff like that, they've pretty much included every single type of trigger that might, trigger someone's ASMR. They've got bowls and meditation, things like that. They've got slime in here. So they've incorporated lots of different sounds and lots of different, ASMR triggers that we all know and love. But for someone who's new to ASMR, this is super cool. So like I said, here's the sipping and pouring page. But yeah, so the idea is that you are listening to the playlist while you're also coloring in the pages and feeling relaxed. So basically this coloring book is a way for you all to experience ASMR yourself. I think for a lot of people who enjoy ASMR, it's very much a, you're watching me do ASMR. And yes, the sounds are really amazing and the visuals may be really relaxing, but you're not really a part of the ASMR as much. Where with this coloring book, literally like the user, like you who own the book, are doing ASMR and relaxing yourself through your own ASMR. But yeah, I'm just super excited. Like I said, this video is not sponsored at all, but I did receive this coloring book for free and I wanted to show you guys the coloring book and let you know that it exists. It comes out on November 29th, so I don't know when I'll be putting out this video. It will be sometime around that date. Of course, I will have any links or any other additional information down in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get into the relaxing coloring. Hi there, everyone. So I am filming on a different day and actually during the daytime, which is a little odd for me, but I figured it'd be a little bit of better lighting. I don't know how much better the lighting situation is, but hopefully you'll be able to see everything I'm coloring in here. So this is one of the pages of the book here. It's just giving some color palette suggestions. So I think the page that I wanted to do today, let me find it here first. I wanted to do one of the natural sounds first, just to kind of start from the beginning. And I figured that I would start with the fire and crackling sounds, we'll see how far we get in this. I might just work on this the entire video. But lately it's been getting really cold where I am, so I figured the fire and crackling sounds might feel really nice. Also, I am filming during the daytime, so you might potentially hear more car noises and things like that. I'll try to edit them out as much as possible, but you're definitely going to be hearing more of that for sure. But let me kind of show you actually how you scan the code. So basically you just go to your photo settings in your app if you have an iPhone, and then you click that there. And then it should take you straight to a playlist there. Sorry about the ring light that's showing up on there. So it takes you to a playlist full of fire and crackling sounds. So I'm gonna see if I can try and find one of these videos and get it loaded here on my computer, so I can have it where you all are listening to this as well, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got the videos loaded up, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to play the first one here. This one is by ASMR Bakery, which I think some of you might be familiar with. Oh, that sounds really nice. So here are some of the colored pencils I'm working with. So these were in the suggested list in the beginning, but I might add in a few more colors here and there as well. Sorry about hitting the mic. I'm going to start out with the logs first here. Let's do this lighter brown. See how that looks. I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit so you can hear me a little bit better. Hopefully that sounds okay. Maybe at some point I'll turn off the background music so you can kind of hear the colored pencil noises too. But we will go through the coloring book as intended first, just to truly experience this coloring book ASMR experience, which is pretty cool. Ooh, that sounds cool in the ears. Those little slight tapping noises. Yeah, this is a candle. Yeah, so ASMR Baker is using a candle. So a lot of the sounds that she's making now are from like the candle lid and things like that. Here a little bit. Fill in those lines down here. I've been coughing a little bit, so if you see cuts, that's probably why. There's motorcycle sounds. I don't know if you can hear them, but like I said, I'm filming during the day, so you might hear them a little bit more. I think I want to do a different color for this potentially, and I might even add a little bit of like a darker brown around the edges here, but we'll just start out with this light brown color first. This is lovely so far. Yeah, whenever she's tapping like that, or they, I don't know what gender they are, I definitely can hear that in my headphones, for sure. Definitely sounds like some lid sounds, for sure. I'm not looking at the video right now, so I'm kind of guessing, but I can't tell if this little piece here is a log or not, so we'll wait on that piece for now. There we go. There's that match. Oh, that sounds so good. I hope I won't get TMCA striked for using other people's videos. Hopefully it's okay. If so, I'll have to figure out another way for this, but I figured since the book used it, it's probably okay. And it's cool to support other ASM artists, you know? So it should be fine. Whatever videos I use, I will also leave in the description too. The playlists aren't officially out yet. You can't search for them on YouTube right now, but I think once, because I'm filming this before the book comes out, I think once the book is released, the playlists will be more easily available as well. It's hard when you're coloring near the edges like this. It's a little tricky. Yeah, this must just be another part of the log. Here. Can't even see that. There we go. I realized you couldn't see them where I was coloring there. I've never had a setup like this for a video before, so if you don't see things showing up, that's probably why. I'm not used to having my setup like this. Some tapping. Edge here. Okay, so I think, well, let me color this part in, but I think also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some darker brown in here as well. Okay, great. Let me get the darker brown here. And I think I'll just start with a little bit of an outline first to see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks good. And just kind of do a few little swipes of the brown just to make it look a little bit more wood-like, I think. Looks nice. Gives it a little bit of dimension. Sorry about the streaks of light coming through. The light's been kind of inconsistent. It's a pretty, it's not completely cloudy. I can't think of the right word to describe it, where it's cloudy, overcast. That's the word. Where it gets cloudy one second, then the sun occasionally peeps out a little bit. But it is pretty kind of gray looking. It has been the past few days just because it's gotten so cold. It's even snowed a little bit. Not today, or it might have a little bit earlier. But currently there's no snow on the ground. Ooh, I like how that looks. Just adding a little bit of extra color. Do a little bit more down here too. Yeah, I think I like that color brown more than the other one, but that's okay. We can work with it, mix and match a little bit. Let me bring back that other color here. Sorry, that was my wrist cracking there. Sorry. Might have sounded like a fire crackle noise though. I just want to fill in, I see a few kind of empty spaces there that I just wanted with the other color that I used. The other light brown, warm brown. Oh, I see some over here too. Just a little bit. It's looking very light on camera, like a light. It's looking like it's not fully colored in, like it's looking pretty dull. But it could be just the lighting. This is mostly for relaxation anyways. We're not looking for perfection here. Unless you're Bob Ross, right? But even his art style is not really always about perfection, even though they always look great at the end. But that's not really his style either. I think they do have later in the book, I think there's a, it's not a full section, but it's one of these pages. It's called tutorials, and I think they include some Bob Ross videos in there. So they incorporate that into this book too, of course. Okay, let me cover here. That looks really good. Just making sure there's not too many little gaps of white. It's okay to have a little bit, but just anything that looks glaringly obvious, I'm just coloring that in. Okay. Yeah, on camera that looks very light, but I promise it's not that light. Ooh, what's this sound? Let me look at the video. Okay, so it looks like I can't even tell what those are. They're like little straws. She's moving around, they're moving around. I can't tell what those are. It's hard to tell. They're like little, they look like plastic straws, but they sound kind of like a metal. It's hard to explain. Again, I will leave links for the videos in the description as well. So now we're going in with this light color here, like a tan color. I don't know how I feel about that color. I don't know. I have something even a little bit lighter. Maybe I could incorporate some white here. These are some of the color pencils here that actually the publisher sent along with the book. So that was good because I did not have any coloring pencils. So I was happy that they sent those to me. I'm wondering if maybe this peach color? Maybe. Well, we'll take it out in case. Shove that here. Sorry if you hear any extra bumps. Again, I have not had this set up before, so I'm not used to where everything is while also comfortably coloring in this book, so it's a little tricky. But we'll figure it out together, right? See those streaks of light coming in. It will go away. That's the thing, it was hard to set this up. Wasn't sure how to have my blinds. It looks so much darker on camera than it does in person. I wish it looked better. Let me try to actually adjust the blinds here. So I adjusted the blinds a little bit, but when it gets cloudy, it might not look the best. But I think this is the best so far. So again, completely different setup than I normally have. So it's a little bit different. And now it's getting cloudy again. So it's just going in and out there. But let me turn back on the video. And of course, an ambulance comes through here. But apparently these are plastic sticks that they're using. So that's what that is. Okay, back to the coloring. Let me move these pencils over here. So they're out of the way. And we'll get back to coloring. But yeah, I'm not really loving this color too much, so hopefully we can use the other colored pencils to kind of make it look more like how I want it. How I'm imagining a log to look. Just did a breath there. If you're feeling stressed out, definitely take a breath if you need to. I'll even do a couple with you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I think this little section is supposed to be brown, so I'm going to go back with my brown. I'll do that first brown I used. see. I think let's try using this like peachy color and see how that looks. This like tan color, because I feel like the tan looks a little too like warm and kind of like blends in with the wood color. I want it to look, you know, like the inside of some cut wood, where it's like a little bit more like a light brown, like a light, it's not even really brown, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a really toned down version of this color. I feel like. But we'll see. It might look terrible. But yeah, that's okay. It doesn't, honestly, I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm just looking to feel relaxed, you know? And for me, like, one thing I realized is that I feel really like satisfied. Like whenever I'm like filling something in or outlining something. It's kind of like that feeling when you check off something on your checklist. It kind of like feels like that to me. So in a way, this is definitely like pretty satisfying. For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like this is quite working, but I'm gonna do it on all of them. I think I might add a little bit of white. See how that looks? Just like a tad. I'm just curious. Okay, the white's not really doing much. I feel like I don't think it's really doing that much, to be honest. Do like a little bit. Yeah, the white's not really doing much for me. So we'll just leave it like that. And now we'll get to the flames. We'll get to the flames. Now I have yellow here, but I also have some other fiery colors here. Here, so you can actually see. So I'm not really sure what color I should start out with first. I guess like the yellow, maybe first. I'm putting the colored pencils over here. So I'm wondering, I should just do the whole flame yellow and then kind of go from there, I guess. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do first, and then we can go from there. I love how this flame was drawn. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. feel like these little like tips of fire might be more of like a darker color, like an orange maybe, but we'll fill it in with yellow first and see how that looks. I just want to outline it first. Now we're getting into more like the wood tapping, it looks like. Not as much of the actual fire crackling. This part looks interesting, actually. I think I'll still probably keep it yellow, but again, kind of fill it in with some of the darker colors, like the oranges, and a little bit of red. We'll see. We shall see. That sounds cool. So interesting. I feel like whenever I listen to ASMR, I look at it, on from a YouTube video. So I feel like I look at it more in a visual sense. But then also, as an ASMR artist, I feel like I watch ASMR videos more for like research. And I always like to look at the video because I like to see what they're using to make certain sounds. I rarely just listen to it without looking at the video. So for me, this is kind of a new experience because since I'm focusing on the coloring, I'm not really looking at the video too much. And so I'm kind of like, what are they using? And then when I look over, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not used to that experience myself. Because for me, I don't know, ASMR is kind of almost like, unfortunately, it's kind of like work almost, it feels like. I mean, it's not like my actual job yet, hopefully. But I feel like I look at ASMR videos quick to be like, oh, what are they doing? Or what words are they saying? And not really just like fully being enveloped by the sounds in the video as much. So this is a really nice, pleasant experience. Let me fill it in up here. We'll get those little guys in a second. Oh, that sounds really good. That almost sounds like a little bit like a fire crackling noise. I don't know what it is, but maybe I should fill that part in. I feel like I've already kind of colored outside the edges there, but I feel like it might just look good, like empty. But let's see here. Let me tell you, if you like coloring with some car sounds in the background, you might like this video. There's a lot of cars coming by. I don't even know if you can hear them. I did adjust the gain recently, so you don't hear it as much, but if you do, well, hopefully it's not too distracting. I don't feel like it's actually that distracting. Unless the only time where it's really distracting is where it's like a huge pickup truck or something that makes a loud noise, or a motorcycle, or a not really like there's not really like sports cars as much around me, but like cars that you just really go vroom and try to like act like they're they try to act like they're a sports car, but they're not. Act like they're all that, but really they're not. Otherwise, most cars when they're driving by, they're not too bad. Such an interesting sound they're making. They're like rubbing something together. They're rubbing together marble balls. Oh, it is almost over. I should pay a little bit of attention before it ends too. And then we'll move on to the next fire video. Continue on with this. Or, I don't know, I might see about doing another one, but I feel like I should at least finish the flame first. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. And this one's an hour long, so I imagine I'll finish up the yellow flame on this one, and then I kind of want to try another page to see how those ones sound. But I'm going to continue on with this fire one first. So I'll play the next one. This next one is by the ASMR artist Made in France ASMR. Again, a lot of you may know who he is. Again, I will leave all of the links to the videos below if you're curious. I keep switching back and forth between my view here, what you all are seeing, and YouTube, so I can keep an eye on when the track ends and things like that. And also, if I hear a sound I like, I'm curious. I'm always like, what are they using? So I switch over and see what they're using if I can. An ad just came through, so I just cut right where the ad was. It's only a minute in, it wasn't too bad. Whoa, that sounds really cool. Sounds really like fire. What are some of your favorite trigger sounds? I haven't done a trigger item video in quite a while. I feel like the ASMR language videos kind of took off, and I've just been staying on that grind ever since. So I haven't done any of like the item triggers in a while. What kind of sounds do you all like? What kind of triggers do you all like? Get up here. We'll get up here. Okay, I think we'll fill in this big section here, and then this top one up here. And then we'll kind of do more oranges. Oh, that almost sounds like thunder a little bit. It's probably just a little bit coming from the mic. Thunder and fire. That's an unexpected combo. Just kidding. I feel like this video has like a lot more like energy to it. So like I feel like I'm coloring faster. Even though it's not really any like different pace, but it feels more like powerful, like fire. I think this yellow one, you can't tell, but I've used a lot of this yellow one. Probably needs to be sharpened for sure. Okay, let's go into another color here. So I have these four. So this one's like more of a true orange. This one's kind of like more of a, you can't tell on camera, but more of like a rusty, like yellow. And then we've got like, this is more like a warm red, and then this is more of a true red. I don't think I want to do the reds quite yet. I think I want to stick with more like these for now. Maybe I'll do more of the true orange and then kind of go from there. We'll see how that looks. Do it for like these little guys. I know that in the recommended colors they also included black, so maybe I'll do a little bit of black as well. That might look a little bit more fire-like. Like here. Like all these little bits and pieces. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was a big truck coming by. Again, I feel like they're the ones that make the most noise. But again, you might have not heard it. Or it was covered by the video. Yeah. I feel about that, but we'll kind of keep going with it for now. Again, I might put in some black or maybe a little red. We'll see. See, I just think he's making a sound in there that sounds like thunder to me, but I think it's just like sort of the like unintentional noise from the microphone, I think a little bit, like from breathing into the microphone probably, which I've been there. But I mean, it doesn't sound bad at all. Kind of adds to it a little bit. That's the thing I always get nervous about is certain like random bodily function noises in my videos. Like I've been coughing so much during this one. And like usually like especially during like my language videos I like gurgle a lot and stuff. And I always get nervous about that. But it's like us ASMR artists are human. We make those we can't always control those kind of noises sometimes, or can't control certain like tech things that happen either. But we do our best. And you know, there's some people who don't mind it. They don't mind those kind of extra unintentional noises at all. So, you know, just depends on the person. But it is something I'm always nervous about and always feel conscious about and self-conscious about when I'm filming. Okay. So yeah, I think, I don't know if I want black or red. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. So we've got black there, and then we'll do more like this warm red. We'll do the warm red first and see. And then maybe we'll do like kind of the edges black. That might be kind of interesting. Maybe we can do like the edges around the yellow, like a either black or orange or something. That sounds like a motorcycle. I don't know what it is. I couldn't see it. All these crazy car noises. All these crazy car noises. Oh, you can see that. Yeah, I like it combined with the red. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that out for now. Let me grab the orange again. I feel like I should outline the yellow a little bit with the orange. Yeah. Just like a little bit here and there. Just to kind of add a little bit here. But again, I also want to try the black too. See how that looks? Yeah, I really like that orange outline. I think that looks good. Just like a little bit, you know? I might fill that in a little bit there. Probably didn't need to fill that in. It's kind of like one of these little guys, but this is so relaxing. I hope you will find this relaxing too. Here. Looks interesting. Not perfect, but then just a little bit. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. Fill it in here. When you fill it in just a little bit, it really gives off like that fire effect. Yeah, that looks really good. I should have just done the whole thing like that. Like mostly yellow, and then lightly fill in with the orange. That looks really good. Let's do it up here. Just a little bit. Yeah, that looks perfect up there. Yeah, and like these over here. That looks really good. That looks exactly what I would imagine fire to look like. I'm not going to fill it all in right now, but just like the little tips here and there. That looks really good. Here. And then I think then what I'll do is I might put a little bit more black on like these little areas. I just want to see how that looks. Ooh, that looks cool. It's just like a little fleck, but yes. Mm-hmm. You can't really see it, but I added some black on like this piece and this piece. Again, the lighting isn't the best, but here. Mm-hmm. Let's color this full thing in. I don't like how that one looks as much. But I think it was partially my fault because of the way I was coloring in, but I'm gonna get the idea. Like, just a little bit on the tips. Oh, okay, I just looked over at the video and he is blowing into the mic. So, yep, that was on purpose. Sounds cool. Okay, I think on these little red pieces, I'm gonna do some black. Here. I don't know how I feel about this piece, but I like it when it's just like the tips are a little bit black versus like the whole thing. You know, I think that looks a little bit more fire-like. Okay, so I think that's where I'm gonna end doing this little fire crackling coloring page for right now at least. I've colored in most of it how I like it. Now I've been filming this section for about an hour, so I think I'm gonna cut it off here, but I really want to keep going and do another page. I don't know, I might record me doing that and maybe include a little bit of in here if I'm really feeling it and have enough time. But most of what I'm doing is probably going to be on this page. So this is just to give you an idea of what this is like. I think I'm going to turn off the crackling noises for a second here. But yeah, so this is just supposed to give you an idea of what it's like to use this coloring book, which is super cool. It definitely helped me feel a little bit more relaxed while filming this. This definitely felt super relaxing. I know coloring in itself is already really relaxing. So to kind of incorporate the ASMR sound piece with it is just really, really nice. And for me, again, especially since it's really cold out, I think like the fire crackling noises just felt super comfy, super cozy. But yeah, so I think, you know, pending on how long this video already is, I think I'm gonna stop it here for now. I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop doing this, but I don't want the video to be too long either. So yeah, this is my coloring masterpiece of some fire and some wood with some crackling noises, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed that relaxing and chill coloring session that I had with you all today. Again, if you did enjoy that, definitely check out this new ASMR coloring book, Please Wear Headphones, the ASMR Guide and Coloring Book by Sean Martinez. Like I said in the beginning, I will have any links or any other information down in the description box below. Also, if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more ASMR videos like this, definitely, again, click that subscribe button down below. I'd really, truly, truly appreciate your support. But other than that, that is going to be it for me. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.